The favorite track star.
All right, so this is what we were talking about earlier. All right, this question came in from one of our listeners. What do you guys think about having non-Christian friends?
Okay. Well, you said from a adult standpoint or from high school?
Well, just talk naturally, and then we'll back it up to when you were in high school if it meant a difference.
All right.
All right, real quick before we get going, if you want to call in and comment, we're gonna again. This is fresh, but we're gonna try this. All right, the number is 404-692-3092. If you don't get through, just keep trying. If you have something to say about that, if you have an opinion on should you have a non-Christian friend. All right.
All right. So, at my age now, I think it's a healthy balance. You know what I mean? I think it's healthy for you to be able to see the types of people that are out in the world. I mean, what people are dealing with, their battles, their struggles, how far along you've come. I mean, you can turn on the TV, you can see all that too. But to just actually know how to minister comes from friendship, fellowship. And I don't think it necessarily has to be another Christian person going through the situation for you in order for you to, get that experience and wisdom. I have friends that I would consider not to be Christian. It's a thin line because you have people that will say they're Christian and not necessarily do they know that they're not Christian. So you have to be careful with that. In high school, that was different for me because not hanging out with Christians in high school could have gotten me in a lot of trouble because I wasn't mature in my walk. And when I was a babe in Christ, I could have gotten into a lot of trouble not having Christian friends. You know what I mean? Like just being around people that were, fire starters, easily influenced at that age. I could have been down a very dark road.
What do you think, Lauren Amadi?
I think that it's important to a certain extent. You need to practice, as Ron Righteous had said, ministering. But I also think that it's okay if there's a period in your life where you need to step away and surround yourself with Christ-like people, Christians, so that you can grow to a certain place where when you go back out into the world, you can actually minister into, the lives of your friends that are not Christians. Because if you find yourself in that circle and you're being pulled down, then it's not beneficial to you.
How many non-Christian friends do you have?
Probably, I guess that I'd hang out with and talk to on a regular basis, probably about 5 right now.
Okay, because I think this is a real question. Because you can have friends of all kinds of people, but I think the real question is, can you hang out with them?
Yeah.
Can you hang out with your non-Christian friends? And if you do, what do you guys do? Like, what if they want to go to the club? What if they want to do all that kind of stuff? Like, how do you handle that?
I think, I think you have to suggest a alternative, to hanging out. Now, one thing I will say is I probably don't at this moment have any non-Christian friends.
You don't?
No.
Yes, you do.
No, I just think that they don't know. I just think that they don't know that they're not devoted Christians. They'll say that they're Christians, but they're not devoted Christians. So all their activity looks like the world. You know what I mean? So those are the type of people that want to hang out and do crazy stuff and still get wild with me. But at the end of the day, man, if it came down to it and we were in a car accident, man, they calling on Jesus just like I am. I don't have anybody who's just not gonna call on Jesus. So Well, okay, I'll take that back.
What do you mean by call on Jesus?
Like I have friends, right? But I wouldn't say they're not saved. I would say that they don't live a Christian lifestyle. So
is it okay to hang out with them?
Is it okay to hang out with them?
Just because they may be saved, but they're not living a lifestyle?
Ooh, that's a good question. Look at it. This is why I like having Lauren and Marty on the show, man. Challenging Jeremiah.
It's still not this. It's still the same to me as someone that's not a Christian. If they're going out, drinking, drugging, it's still a bad influence on you. Like, what are you doing with them? Are they deciding where to go, or are you the leader in that group?
All right, we got a caller. What's going on?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how you doing? Who's this?
How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up? How y'all doing?
Good. Who's this?
All right. Oh, this is Sincere.
Sincere?
Yeah.
What's going
up,
on,
man?
brother?
What up?
All right, what you think, man? What do you think about having non-Christian friends?
Man, I think it's wonderful.
You think it's wonderful, you said?
I think it's awesome. I think every Christian should have a group of non-Christian friends.
Why is that?
Here's why I say it. The reason I say it is because if you're with Christians most of the time, and you're around Christians all the time, then and if it's not just through ministry, but who is affected by just seeing your lifestyle? You know what I mean? Like, who is affected by getting to know you intimately and getting to know you on a friend level, but at the same time getting to see you act and interact and be in different situations? Friends get to see all that, right? And they get to see you deal with adversity. If they're non-Christian and they get to see you act in a Christian way whenever you're faced with adversity, it affects their lives. So you need some non-Christian friends. It's a part of your ministry to have some non-Christian friends.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in. We appreciate
What's
it.
up?
All right, man.
Y'all be cool, man.
Peace.
One.
Yo, wow, that was good. We got our first
Yeah.
call, Sincere of FMG.
I think
Shout
that's
us out, man.
I think that's good what he said, because you definitely, it's funny. I was hanging out with somebody one day, and I had a lot going on. I was losing my wallet, losing my keys, and he turned to me one day. He said, for someone who claims to be such a big Christian, man, you sure do go through a lot. And the room just got quiet. Everybody was like, yeah, that's true. You do go through a lot.
Ooh, what she gonna say? What you
And I
gonna
was
say?
like, hey, we all go through something at some point or another. But if he were to look at me now, man, I mean, God is completely blessing my marriage. So, we just have to go through our trials and tribulations. That was my testing phase.
I think the bottom line is, I think you need non-Christian friends because, and I guess you have to define friends, because you need to be impacting somebody. If you're always around Christians, then who are you reaching? On the other hand, you need to make sure that they're not influencing you. Where are you going? Where are y'all hanging out? Like, you have the right to dictate those things too. Like, if you tell them, look, I don't go clubbing, I just don't do it, I'll holler at y'all when y'all get back, or I'll holler at y'all on Saturday, then do that. You know what I'm saying? But you can still be friends, but set your boundaries. But make sure that you're influencing them, not the other way around. That's
All
my
right.
whole thing.
So now you're talking directly to John. John's 13. Tell him he's in high school. What do you tell
You're in high school, you're going to have to interact with people regardless. You just have to. Like, you're in a school with Christians and non-Christians. I think the thing is you have, I think in high school for me, I needed to find Christian friends. If you don't have any Christian friends, that's a problem.
Right.
If you don't have any non-Christian friends, that's a problem. So my thing is I didn't have any Christian friends in high school. So I needed to find Christian friends that I could be honest with, tell them what I'm struggling with, all those kind of things. But I also needed people that weren't Christian that I can share things with and witness to and influence in some sort of way. You just got to figure out where you are. You always got to do like self-checks. Am I being influenced or am I influencing people? You got to be honest. And if you're not honest, you're going to fail. I mean, that's really it.
Yeah, we did a show last night, and I make this real quick. And I told somebody, I told the audience that I hung out with 3 guys in high school, and we all used to carry around condoms and Black and Miles and fake IDs. And one day we just looked at each other, and I was like, yo, I don't have sex. And the other guy was like, yeah, me either. And the other guy was like, I don't smoke Black and Miles. And the other guy was like, yeah, me, I don't either. And then I was like, well, and I don't drink alcohol. And we realized that none of us were into that. But we were all hoping that...
Perpetrating.
Yeah, we were all hoping that we were cool to the other. So when we put all that stuff down, we lived much better lives. We were much more comfortable with each other when we realized, we can be ourselves and not have to worry about the peer pressure. So that's it, John. Find people that are like you and find people that are not like you.
Yeah, man. And we appreciate John for all the emails, all the contact with us. We really love hearing what you guys have to say. All your contact us emails, all your messages on our YouTube or on thesouth.com. We respond to all that stuff. Well, we don't respond to all the YouTube stuff because most of it is like line-for-line suggestions. If you want to do that, go to our website. We have a little form you can fill out. But anything that really you really want us to hear, make sure you go to our website, say contact us, because we pray for people. We listen to everything you guys are going through, and we really respond to it. So Thank you, John. We appreciate you. And if there's a lot of other Johns out there that need help, you know what I'm saying, or you just got suggestions, just call in.